The sun is really out today. It's day 19 and I'm just gonna get straight into it. You're addicted to your limitations. You're addicted to your limiting thoughts. You're addicted to your negativity. You're addicted to hating yourself. You're addicted to dragging yourself down. And if you're triggered, maybe this is for you. I really thought it would be a good idea to film outside today, but holy shit. Yeah, we're gonna go inside. This is a bit much. Whether you understand it or not, you like playing small, which is why you keep playing small. And you might think I'm crazy for saying something like this, but an addiction is not per se something you want to do. I used to be addicted to smoking. I wanted to stop smoking for such a long time before I actually did, but I was addicted and I felt like I could not stop. That's the same way I feel with my negative thoughts sometimes, where I'm trying to do something new with my life and step into my fullness and step into my power. And then I get these thoughts like, I can't do that. Who the fuck do I think I am? And I catch myself having those thoughts and I continue on with those thoughts. Why? Because they're familiar. They're familiar and they are addictive and they are who I have always known myself to be. You are going to stay in where you always have known yourself to be because that is where you are comfortable. If a room's thermostat is at 72 degrees, the moment it turns 95 in there, the AC is going to turn back on and bring it back down to 72 because that is the room's temperature. That temperature is your comfort. You know yourself to be at 72. So the moment you start elevating, you start getting different thoughts and you're like, I could be more in this life. I could do new things. I could try new things. I could experiment. I can grow. I can change. I can evolve. That mental thermostat is going to turn on and be like, who do you think you are? Bring that shit back down. And you're going to self-sabotage your own fucking life. And you are not going to reach the places that you want to go if you keep that shit up. I'm really talking to myself right now because I'm having imposter syndrome, bro. I'm trying to do something new with my life and I'm scared, but I'm not going to let that fear stop me from going to where I need to go. Fear is the lack of faith. And the more faith I develop within myself, the more love I have for myself, the more respect I have for myself, the better self-image I have for myself, the less and less and less that fear will ring in my mind. And you know what? It doesn't mean that I won't be there anymore, but the volume will go down. We are addicted to our suffering because it is who we know ourselves to be. We have always played small. We have always listened to someone else's rules. We have always tried to fit inside of the box. You could be going your whole life wearing shoes that don't even fucking fit you. How crazy is that? You're following somebody else's shoes. You're wearing a 7, whole time you're a 9, and you're jamming your fucking foot into a size 7 trying to be what you think you're supposed to be, and you're just hurting yourself in the process. Maybe you weren't even fucking meant to wear shoes. Maybe you aren't meant to have limitations. Maybe you're bigger than that. Maybe you're better than that. Maybe you are more expansive than you even know, but you've never even given yourself a shot because you keep coming down to 72 because that's who you think you are. You don't have to be today who you were yesterday. You don't have to be right now who you were last year. You don't have to be who you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, just because that's who you think you're supposed to be, just because that's how people know you as. You can change and evolve and grow anytime you want. You can be whoever you want to be. You are allowed to change and make different choices and follow your heart and follow your dreams and follow your passions and find a project that makes you happy. You're allowed to change your habits. You're allowed to do different things. You do not have to be who you used to be. Fuck. Right now, I'm developing a bunch of new fucking habits that do not feel like the self I know myself to be. I'm waking up early and I'm completely sober and I'm eating healthy and I'm going to the gym every fucking day and I'm not using my phone before bed or when I wake up in the morning and I'm journaling every day and I'm trying to meditate. And these are all so many things that are out of my comfort zone because who the fuck do I think I am? I don't have to be who I was 5 years ago. I don't have to be scared. I don't have to be small. I don't have to act like I'm not worth it because I am, and so are you. We are deserving of more in this life. We are worthy. We are capable. You're fucking capable. And when you try to bring yourself back down, you're lying to yourself and you're hiding your potential because yes, the fuck you can. Because you wouldn't even have the thought of changing, of doing something new if you weren't capable of it. You would just go back to your mundane ass, boring ass life that doesn't fulfill you and you'd feel perfectly fine. And if you do, go ahead and do what feels good for you. But that's my point here is we're supposed to be able to live lives that feel good to us, where we feel fulfilled, where we feel happy, where we feel at peace. And if you're no longer feeling good and the choices that you're making and the actions that you're taking, you're allowed to change them. Fucking hell. It's so scary. It feels so scary. It feels so scary to be somebody different or to act different or to start doing new things because you know yourself to be a specific way. You've done the same thing for what, 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20? You've done the whole thing. It's my oven. You've done the whole thing. You've done the whole thing for your entire fucking life. And now you're trying to change and your brain is like, what the fuck are you doing? We've done the same routine thing every single fucking day for the past 5 years. What are you trying to do here? And you're like, I don't want to be who I was 5 years ago. I don't want to be who I was 10 years ago. Those habits don't feel good to me anymore. That lifestyle doesn't feel good to me anymore. I have new dreams and aspirations for my life. I want to go to the gym. I want to go on a run. I want to meditate. I want to journal. I want to fucking read a book. Whatever the fuck you want to do. It doesn't even have to be related to any of that shit. You don't have to be who you always were. Acknowledging the addiction to the suffering, the addiction to the limiting beliefs, the addictions to hating our fucking selves, that's the beginning. That's the very first tippity tip. I don't know what I'm trying to say. That's the first step. And this journey, bruh, we're gonna go on this journey for the rest of our fucking lives. We might as well take one step at a time and do the absolute best we can to live it as happy and fulfilled as we can. It was a toughie. I'm feeling really emotional today. Anywho, my name is Janice Lee. Today is day 19 out of 100 days of showing up every single day, no matter what. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you.